Hello, Cindy. Good morning, friends. We are very happy to be here with you today. Do you get a sound coming from the system? Thank you, Cindy. Thank you. I'm very yes, great to see this. And yes, it's a very sunny day here. And now there are clouds coming, but it's quite hot and sunny and illuminated, like in the North Hemisphere at the moment. How is the weather? Is it cold today? Or it's sunny, Cindy? Good to hear. If you want, you can unmute yourself and speak. This is an option. If you wish to speak, we shall be delighted to hear you. I would like to start. Yes. You're most welcome. I would like to start with a story. It's a lore that appears in Midrash Rabbah. Midrash Rabbah, this is the source of lores in Hebrew. Midrash Rabbah, Song of Songs. This is the source. Good evening, Yanis. We are very happy to see you here. And today we would like to start with a lore that the source of the lore is a Hebrew text from Midrash Rabbah, Song of Songs. Yes, Midrash Rabbah, this is a book that contains legends and lores and stories about the 5 books of Moses and the 5 scrolls. Yes, the 5 books of Moses and the 5 scrolls. So since Song of Songs or Song of Solomon considered to be a scroll, there's also a book of legends, stories, midrashim about the book. So the story or the lore is about the establishing of Rome. Have you heard any legend or a story about the establishing or the building of Rome? Yes, this is original, yes, Italian or Roman or Latin story. Yes. Those 2 brothers or twins, yes. There is another parallel story, very interesting story, in the Hebrew text that offers another perspective about the establishing of Rome. And so it goes. It was that one day when one of the Israelites king, because the kingdom was departed, there was kingdom of Israel and the kingdom of Judah, and Judah continues to exist around the temple while the kingdom of Israel was built along the Shomron mountain. So since the new king wants to have a new kingdom, so he decided that not people will go to the temple in Jerusalem, but he built 2 sources or 2 cities that people will come to the holidays and celebrate and will not go to Jerusalem. And in this case, he establishing his own kingdom called Israel. So at this day that Yerovam, I think the name was Yerovam, put 2 statues, yes, as alternative to the temple in Jerusalem. At this bare day, in Rome or around Rome, people establish or build 2 huts, yes, 2 little houses of wood. And those huts or those poor buildings used to fall. People used to build like buildings and they used to fall, or little house or houses used to build them and they used to fall. There was a character in the legend, in the lore, called Abba Colon. Abba Colon. How shall we do it? Like this. Abba Colon, which means Father Colon. When he saw the buildings are melting all the time and there's no standing to those little huts or building or houses in Rome, he told them, if you want to establish something that will stand, go and bring water from the river Prat, or Euphrates, as it is called in English. Go and bring water from the river Prat. And once you mix the water of the river with the current material that you are building with, the city will stand. Yes, this was his offering. So people heard him and said, okay, but who will go now from Rome to the river Prat and bring the water? And he said, I'll do. And then he dressed like a merchant that sells wine and moved from city to city, from country to country, from state to state, until he arrived to the river Prat. He took water with him and brought those water to the place of Rome. And he offered the people of Rome that still were building and everything was falling, those waters. Once they mixed those waters with the building materials that they have, the building used to stand and they could expand, and this is how Rome was built according to Midrash Rabbah, or according to the Hebrew sources. Now, my question is, why Abba Colon forward or offer the people of Rome to go to the river Prat and bring water from the river? What is so special about the river Prat? The name of the river Prat appears in the book, yes, of Genesis, Bereshit. What is so special, and why only from the river Prat and not any other river? Because there are many rivers. What comes to you? Let's name the names of the 4 rivers, yes, that are mentioned in the beginning of the book. Do you remember? Yes, okay. Pishon. Pishon. This is Pishon. Pishon is the first. Pishon. Gihon. 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 Yeah. Chidekel. And Prat. Those rivers are parallel to the 4 letters of the Tetragrammaton. Now, what is written regarding to the river Prat at the book of Genesis? Do you remember? Hi, Luke. Do you remember what is written regarding, yes, the river Prat? I'll bring the quote. והנהר הגדול, נהר פרת. Here it is in Hebrew. Yes. Let's bring it. This is from Genesis 15, verse 18. Here. Yes, the great river Nehar Prat. So, this is the first time you hear it, the great river Nehar Prat. Is it the first time? Okay, let's bring the text. Let's bring the text. Yes. Pishon, Gechon. Yes. ונהר יוצא מעדן, and a river goes out of Eden. יוצא מעדן. Yeah. And from there it will separate and will become to 4 heads. Here it is. Hello, Luke. ונהר יוצא מעדן. This is Genesis 2, verse 10. Genesis, who would like to post the verse? Genesis 2, verse 10. Yes, who would like to post the verse? ונהר יוצא מעדן, and the river goes out of Eden, and from there, yes, here it is. So we have verse 10. Yes, this is the first description of the 4 rivers. Hello, hello, Luke. Hello. Yes. Have you heard before the root of the name Prat? What does it mean? What does it remind you in English? The beginning of which word? Sound like. Like parashot. Very good, parashot. What else? Very good. Parashot are many. Yes, and from very good, very good. Path. Very good, very good. Part. Very good. Yes. Yes. This special river, yes, Perat, comes from Piriah and Reviah, from being fruitful and multiply. Piriah Urviah. This is the meaning of Prat. Prat, from being fruitful. This is fruit, pri, fruit. Yes, fruit and fruitful and multiply. This is the blessing. So the blessing is in the river Prat. Yes, fruit, pri, fruit, Prat. Listen to it. Fruit. Yes. fruit, pri, and I'm not sure, how do you spell fruit? I'm just trying to see if I'm writing it is, yes, you. Yes, you and I. You and I, yeah. Fruit, pri. Pri, fruit. Pri, fruit. So the fourth river is River Prat. This is the greatest river, Hanahar Hagadol, the great river Prat. Why Gadol? Why great? Why big? Because it has to do with fruitful. Yes, being fruitful and multiplication. Therefore, do you remember the title that Jacob gave his son Joseph? It has to do with his name. How does Jacob Yeah. That's true. That's true. How does Jacob, you can browse while we speak. How does Jacob title his son Joseph in Genesis 49? What kind of a title, a name he gives him that has to do with this name? Can you browse and look what kind of a title Jacob named Joseph? He called him the son of something. You can browse. Yes, you can browse Genesis 49. Yes, and see. Because Genesis 49 is the chapter in which Jacob blesses the sons. Yes? Let's see. What kind of blessing does he give? Yes? Joseph in verse 22. Yes? Do you have it? Genesis 49 verse 22. Very good. Ben Porat Yosef, the son of Porat. Yes, Porat? Yes. 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 Ben Porat Yosef. So he's fruitful. Yes. As we mentioned before, the great river Prat is the fourth river. Yes, because we have 4 rivers. Each one of them is parallel to the letters of the Tetragrammaton. We have the letters, the 4 letters. Yod is for Pishon. Pishon. Yes. And then we have Gichon. The first Hey understanding is Gichon. Here. Gichon. The Vav is Chidekel, and the last Hey I skip is Prat. Why the last Hey is so important? Because there happens what? The fruitfulness. The first 3 letters, yes? The first 3 letters, Yahu, Yod, Hey, Vav, are considered to be the spirit letters. The last letter, Hey, the 4th letter of the Tetragrammaton, is where the, let's say, the process of fruit comes. This is why, yes, the Bible says, Vehanahar Gadol, and the great river, the river Prat, because there comes the fruitfulness, the appearance in time and space. Do we understand this? Do we understand why the word great or big has to do with fruitfulness or being fruitful or appearance in time and space? Yes, fruitful, yes. Yes, the fruit appears in time and space. Yes? And people, us, we are consider, yes, what appears in time and space as big, because we can feel it, we can see it, yes, we can smell it, we can touch it, yes? So, for us, for our senses, the fruit is important. Do we understand this kind of thinking? It's not hard, because this is what, if we go in the field and we see, wow, there's a great, let's say, apple tree, or yes, and there's a great apple, yeah, so we have great impression, happiness from color, from the smell, from the fact that there's a fruit on the tree, that the tree can sustain us. So, wow, when we see a fruit, it's like, wow, there's appearance in space and time. Yes? Therefore, the Bible named River Prat as the great river, because there's appearance, and we are appreciating appearance in space and time. We don't appreciate so much consciousness and rest, like the 3 first letters. Fruit is the manifestation. Very good. Therefore, the Bible names the river Prat as the great river, because we can appreciate the appearance, the manifestation. It is our senses can capture it. Do we understand this point? Why River Prat, yes, is called the Great River Prat? Because where fruitfulness happens, it's according to the letters of the name. Now, if Jacob names Joseph as Ben Porat, the son of Porat, or the son of fruitfulness, what does it mean? What does he want to say about Joseph? Because if we give a nickname to someone, it has a meaning. Yes, yes, yes. He is big and great. Yes, yes. Though, this is interesting, though according to the chronological birth, yes, he is the 11th son, yes, 11th son, according to the chronological order of birth, he is the 11th son, yes, almost, how can we say, before the last one, yes? He is the greatest. Yes, his favorite, he is the greatest. Yes, this is it. Yes. Yes. Now, another word that has to do with those letters. Do you remember the place in which Rachel, yes, the beloved wife of Jacob, passed away. Do you remember the place, the location, the road, the way in which she passed away? And this place has to do with those letters too. Do you remember where did she pass away? She had a hard labor, yes, while giving birth to Benjamin. And once the baby was out, her soul also went out. Where did she die? In which place? Do you remember? You can browse. And the place that she passed, yes, Efrat, very good, Efrat. Yes, yes, yes. This is the way. This is the place where she died. So we can see the connection, yes? Rachel passed away, yes, בדרך אפרת, Efrat way, yes, this is the way to Bet Lechem, to the house of bread. This is where she died or passed away. Yes, her son, Joseph, was blessed, yes, by the words Ben Porat, Ben Porat, Ben Porat Yosef. He is the son of fruit, or he is the fruitful of all. Yes, yes, and both names, Efrat, the way in which Rachel passed away, and Ben Porat, the son of Porat, the name that Jacob gave to his son Joseph, are associated, yes, with a great river, Prat. Now, can you connect those three? Can you weave a story around those three names? Efrat, the way in which Rachel died. Ben Porat, the son of Porat, the name that Jacob gave his son. And the river Prat, the great river Prat. What is connecting all of those three? Yes. 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 Very good. Resh, Pei Resh, and very good. Very good. Very good. Those three letters. Yes. Yes. Now, let Cindy write her words. And one thing that I would like to point is the rearranging of letters. Yes, those three letters, as Luke counted them, Pei Resh and Tav, Pei Resh and Tav, Prat. If we rearrange them, first Pei, first Tav, and then Resh, this is to solve or interpret dreams. Yes, solve dreams. Prat, yes, is the name of the river, but when we rearrange the letters, Patar is to solve a problem or to interpret a dream. And in a way, in the blessing that Jacob gave to Joseph, he blessed him with great fruitfulness, but also with the ability to solve problems and to interpret dreams. Yes. So what is the, yes, Cindy? Rachel? Yes. Both Joseph and Benjamin. Though she died after Benjamin, she wanted more children after Joseph. Like the desire for more multiplicity also was her death. The river of fruitfulness for Rachel was also her end. I'm kind of rambling. Yes, this is a very good insight. Yes. Rachel, in a way, symbolizes, once we mentioned that, Rachel symbolizes the tree of knowledge. Yes? And the tree of knowledge, yes, it's always like more and more and more and more, which is brings to death, more splits. Yes? While Leah is symbolizing the tree of life. This is why, in a way, Laban brought Leah under the, let's say, under the veil as first bride to Jacob. Yes? Leah symbolizes the tree of life, and Rachel the tree of knowledge. Therefore, Leah was brought first to be a bride. First, the tree of life. First life. Yes? And Rachel symbolizes the tree of knowledge. Yes? And the knowledge is, or the knowing is to know only the one. Yes? Just oneness. Like we say, non-duality. But the nature of the tree of knowledge is to want more. Yes. Yes, and she wished to have more. Yes, because in a way, Joseph gets his name. Why? Because she wants another son. He is not named upon equality. Let's say when Reuven, yes, the first Leah's child is born, she said, look, Reu, Ben. Look, there's a son. Reuven. Yes? Upon, let's say, the verb of seeing. Yes? And so on. But when Joseph is born, she immediately pushes forward. She named him Joseph, Yosef, because she said, God will add me another son. The meaning of Yosef in Hebrew, not Joseph in English, Yosef is add. God will add me, like I'm liking something. Yosef, it means to add. Yosef, add. So the son is born. She has the son in her hands, and she named the son after the next one. She's not even relating to the first existing baby in her hand. Yes, this is kind of a hunger. She wants another one. And she names him, yes, about the next one. He does not exist for himself. Joseph, in a way, has no life of his own. Yes? He named after something else, after the other one. Do we understand that? Usually babies are being called according to qualities, let's say. Yes? Yes, and then this adds another layer to him being sold into slavery, again, not having his own identity. Excellent. Excellent. Yes. And here we go again to this plot, the divine plot, or how they express it in Hindu, God's Leela, yes? The divine plot, why Laban gave first Leah to Jacob. By, in a way, giving Leah first to Jacob, it enabled, in a way, Rachel longer life. Do we understand that? Do we understand this logic or not? No, Yanis? I'm caught on your other word. Did you say Godzilla? Oh, okay. I will explain it, Yanis, and I will explain Cindy. Okay. This is God's Lila. Yeah, and yeah, no. Oh, okay. Okay. God, yes, we have God. Lila. Lila in Hindu is plot. Yes? When we look at life, Lila in Hindu is, please pay attention also to the relation of Leah, yes, in Hebrew, but one after the other. Lila in Hindu is a plot. A plot. So, life is God's Lila. God is plotting a divine comedy. We human never can get it. Yes? Do we understand this? This word, Lila, Lila is a plot. Yes? In Hindu, Lila is a plot. God's Lila, the Lila or the plot of God, yes? Yes, is our life. Is his program for us, his play. Yes. You love Godzilla? Did you see the Japanese version, the last version, the beautiful production? It cost a lot of money, but it's very beautiful, the Japanese. It's about the Second World War. Yes, Godzilla. Beautiful, beautiful movie. Godzilla. Now it's Godzilla, the Japanese version of Godzilla. Now we're speaking about the Japanese movie of Godzilla. Okay. So did we understand that God has a plot, a story for us? Yes? Did we understand that God has his own plan for us? Is this? Yes. So in God's plan, divine plan, yes, which is manifested through Laban, in spite of the agreement of the wedding that Jacob has with Laban, in spite of this agreement, Laban puts Leah under the veil. Yes, at night, he put the first daughter, Leah, under the veil. And since she is under the veil, Jacob does not know that he is marrying Leah. Do we understand this moment? Good. So, her name is Leah. Leela is a plot. Please pay attention to the relation of those words. Leah, yes, under the custody of dark. Laila in Hebrew is night. Laila and Lila. Please, Laila in Hebrew is a night. And God's Lila, in a way, is night for us. Yes, because a nightmare, we don't understand what is happening. So under the custody of night, under the veil, Leah is given to Jacob. And from this night, she is conceived. There's a relation, and Reuven is being born, the first son of Leah. And then other sons are coming. 4 sons to Leah. So far, so good. Makes me think of Delilah with Samson, a woman of the night. Yes, very good. Also Delilah, very good, very good. Now, do you understand why Leah was given to Jacob as first wife in spite of the agreement? As part of God's plot. Do we understand why Leah was given first? What is the plot, or what is the logic, yes, to put Leah under the veil? Please pay attention to Cindy's remark about Rachel. Sometimes in our lives, scenarios are happening. He would not have chosen her. Yes, he wanted what he could see, the manifested of beauty, although the real fruitfulness was hidden in Leah. Yeah, but this is interesting, yes? But you noticed, yes, Cindy, that she immediately wants another child. Yes? What would have happened if he would marry her first? What would become of Jacob? Think about it. Think about God's plot. By giving, yes, Leah first to Jacob, it ensured Rachel a longer life. Her life were extended. Yes, if she would marry him without, yes, Leah and Zilpah and Bilhah, yes. If he would marry her first without these 3, yes, she would die and he would remain widow. Do you understand the logic? This is God's Lila. This is God's plan. If he would marry her and her destiny as a tree of knowledge is to give birth and die, he would state what? They will be orphan children and he would be a widow. Do we understand that? Can we think alternatively, in an alternative way to the biblical story? There's a beautiful podcast about why Leah is given first to Jacob and not Rachel. Yes, Cindy. And actually, they all die because no grain in Egypt later, no either. Benjamin could not have sold Joseph. Yes, this is the tree. Yes, it's not so much Rachel's destiny, but the destiny of the tree of knowledge. Yes, yes, that's correct. Yes. Therefore, in a way, Jacob is circled, yes, with children. Yes, he has 10 children. Please pay attention. 10 children is like 10 fingers. This is minyan. This is a full portion. He has 10 boys, yes, sons, before Joseph is born. 10 children of the tree of life before Joseph. Because as you wrote here before, Joseph will be taken immediately. There's a beautiful story, according to what this is Abigail. You remind me a beautiful text by Luria. Luria says this is one of the, let's say, people in history in the 16th century that saw the mathematical appearance or yes, the systematic thinking of the Bible, like Weinreb. And he says something very interesting about Rachel and giving birth. He says that Rachel supposed to give birth only to one child, and it was Joseph. In a way, like the tree of knowledge, like the prophet says, that everybody should know, yes, the being. One knowledge, which is being, or recognition of being, not becoming. And she was destined to give only one, giving birth only to one child. And then she would remain alive. It's like to know only the one, in other words, to know only one or oneness. But she wanted more. And the fact that she wanted more or another son, it was on her account. Yes? So once she had only space, yes, because where the children, this is a deep conversations, there are mothers here and fathers here, probably listeners. Where do children are coming from? Yes? They're not coming from here. So Rachel's supposed to give birth to one child, to Joseph, since she wanted another one. Yes, it was on her account. So this is, yes, he was going out of the womb and her soul was leaving her body. Yes, Benjamin was coming to manifestation and she was going to nomenon. Do we understand this terminal point? Benjamin is coming to the hands of the midwife. Therefore the midwife says, look, this is also for you a son. But she was already gone. It was in a way on her account. Yes? To be able to deliver many children, yes? Yes, 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 Abigail, yes, 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 yes. So in a very interesting way, the plot or the biblical story, in a way, led Jacob or enables Jacob's life, wives, children, like 10 sons, complete, yes, 10 spheres of the tree of life before Joseph is born. And in a very interesting way, when the midwife tells Rachel, look, there's a son, also a son for you. So there's another son like you wanted. Yes, she named him the son of my power, Ben Oni, the son of my power. Why? Because it was on her account. Yes, it was on account of her, and then she passed away. But Jacob did not want this child to go with this sense of my own power, and he named him Benjamin, the son of the right side, or the son of Israel, which is also called Yamin. Yamin is right. Yes, Yamin is right, the son of the right side, not on the son of the left side. The left side, yes, is the tree of knowledge. My own powers. I'm a self-made man. I made myself a reputation. I'm capable of everything. Yes? So Rachel, even at the moment of death, she named the son, yes, Ben Oni, the son of my own powers. Yes? And Jacob noticed this moment and he changed the name of the child. Yes? Ben Yamin, the son of the right side, the son of the tree of life, not the son of the tree of knowledge. Yes. Yes. When she said Ben Oni, the son of my own power, is like the speech of Eve. I bought a man from God, Cain, almost, yes? But then Jacob interferes and changed the name of the child. Now there's the bread and butter. Definitely. There's the bread and there's a... Yes. 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 So did we understand the theme that in a way, though the Bible story goes, Jacob loves Rachel like Romeo and Juliet. Usually we read the story, yes, about Jacob and Rachel like Romeo and Juliet. But now we see a completely different take. Rachel is the tree of knowledge. Leah is the tree of life. Therefore, Leah is given first as a bride. Also, there's a beautiful lore about Leah. She was afraid that nobody will marry her, or even Esau will marry her, because there were two brothers supposed to be married to two sisters, yes? And she used to go to the road, to the junctions, and to cry and to pray that Esau will not marry her. She didn't want to be married to a hunter, to a savage. So she used to cry for many, many days and weeks until her eyelids went down, were soft from crying. But Rachel was sure she will be taken. She never prayed or asked anything. It's a beautiful lore about those, but it's not about persona. It's not about persona which is called Leah and persona which is called Rachel. It is about, yes, the symbols, the tree of life and tree of knowledge. And Jacob, as Adam, yes, wants the tree of knowledge. He wants Rachel. Yes? Jacob is an aspect of Adam. 22 generations, like the 22 letters of the alphabet. He's the 22nd generations from Adam, and he wants Rachel. What is Rachel? The tree of knowledge. And Laban says, yes, not the tree of knowledge. You're going to get now the tree of life. This is a correction. Yes? You'll get first Leah. And this is the correction of the tree of knowledge. What is good for you, not what you want. I want chocolate. Yes. First eat lunch. Yes, what is healthy, and then eat the chocolate. Rachel is the chocolate. Yes. Always thought Laban was a bad character, but now I see, yes, he was saved. Yes, because he's being sent, he's activated, animated by higher power. Nobody does whatever he or she wants. All of us are being activated by higher power. Yes? Cindy. In a way, Laban also was, yes, in God, yes. He definitely didn't seem to understand this tree of life aspect. He seemed to be a man of 4. Yes, very good, very good. Yes, very good. He is also activated by a higher power. Yes. Yes, and he is the man of 4. 4 daughters, yes? 2 from the wife and 2 from the maid. Or 4 seasons. It goes very deep, the story. Yes, it's good. It's good to read and to be exposed to those ideas. So, dear friends, we are very lucky to be here. And I would like to wish us a very beautiful weekend. Shabbat Shalom. Thank you for participating in this session. And we can meet here again, yes, on the coming Saturday. Thank you so much, and Shalom Shalom, and see you soon. You're most welcome.